Hello folks and welcome to my review of Super Dragon Ball Heroes in the Big Bad Mission Arc, Episode 7. To be honest, it felt like a finale fight with Fu versus Vegito, even though it's technically not, considering when you consider the fact that everybody else, with the exception of Capsule Corp, Goku and Vegeta, got separated from them. So there's going to be other fights to take place in this arc, which is cool because it has the chance to bring in other characters that also got previously introduced, which I'll get into. Right off the bat, I don't know about you, but the version I watched kind of skipped over the intro, so it made it easier to digest a little bit more. So that everybody's in the area with the Universal Tree, and apparently gods are forbidden from going there too, according to Fu. So they awake thanks to Poutine and Salsa, and Vegeta has the bright idea, oh, I'm going to destroy it by myself. And I do like how in the background you have like Poutine and Salsa over this, like, does he think he's gonna like destroy this tree? Like, what a fool! He should stop now. Anyway, Vegeta powers up an energy blast, and I have to be honest, it kind of anyway just through it does absolutely nothing to the shock of no one. And if anything, and according to Trunks, it absorbed the energy to make so it's even closer to becoming complete now. Thanks for that, Vegeta. And then Fu just arrives at bingo. You got it right. He absorbed your energy. So thanks for contributing, Mr. Vegeta. So immediately, this is where things get interesting. There's like two instant parts that really caught my attention. One was this, where all the fighters, with exception of Capsule Corp, Goku, and Vegeta, they get teleported elsewhere because of Towa. And even Fu seems surprised by this, and it's like, what's going on here, Towa? And Towa gets the first bit of dialogue in this arc, so that's cool. And immediately, it already seems like there's something going on with her, and with Salsa and Poutine. Because it's like, oh, don't worry about it. I did this for your sake. I just got them out of here. Which I don't buy because, first off, Salsa and Poutine are directly going against Fu by bringing them here in the first place. They didn't get teleported. And then as soon as Towa gives them eye contact, they're down in the head. So, okay, now we're onto something. I hope this gives Towa a bigger role in the future. But it does seem very suspicious that they would do that. And I said this might happen. And if anything, it just proves that Towa's memories have not subsided. It is the Towa we come to know previously. So that's cool. There is something that I did notice in the episode, which I'll get into, which may reveal which side of the fence are on. So that's cool. Towa's her own person, so that's cool. She hasn't been manipulated by Fu. So this adds a new layer. So they go, after nodding the head to Towa. Towa goes, and then immediately Vegeta charges at Fu in Super Saiyan Blue, and Fu blocks him with no problem. And we know Fu's strong. In fact, he was able to go up against Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta by himself. Although, to be fair, he was transformed then. He wasn't transformed yet. Because Vegeta got blocked by Fu, now he's into contact, and we find out that Fu has adapted the same aura that Kumba had to make people berserk, like it made Goku berserk when we first met him. And so Vegeta goes berserk. I thought we actually get a mini Goku versus Vegeta fight. It's reverse of what happened in the Prison Planet arc, with Goku being the one going berserk. This time Vegeta's in Super Saiyan Blue, which is a cool visual. And I thought it's kind of strange, but then I remembered back in the Goku Black / Future Trunks arc, there was a scene where Goku gets pissed in Super Saiyan Blue after he learns that Goku Black killed Chi-Chi and Goten. Vegeta attacks Goku. It doesn't last long because Goku gets infected as well. They both attack Fu, and Fu, because either he's identifying the aura, so he's able to outmaneuver Goku and Vegeta, or he's just straight up a badass because he's able to. They could not land a blow. So this gives me another question. When they're in the berserk mode, does it make them stronger or weaker? Or does it just make them more vulnerable? Because there's no been clarification on that at all. Especially in Super Saiyan Blue. Fu takes a swap with a sword, and immediately they're in base, and it brings them out of the berserk mode. But because of this, they realize they can't defeat him by himself. Fu, the cocky son of a bitch that he is, actually states, well, before he turns his back on Goku and Vegeta, which, what the fuck? He's like, oh, by the way, I got Kumba locked up here, and I was able to take his energy, absorb his energy from my own, so it's come up very useful. Also foreshadowed a Kumba return. Pretty much, we knew he was alive. I said this multiple times, even in the previous arc. After his fight with Metacooler, Golden Metacooler, he's still alive, and so is Kumba. He just passed out. So there's an opportunity to bring him back. There's other characters as well to bring in or introduce into the Super Dragon Ball Heroes. There's tons of potential for that. They're doing that. So I'm glad that's getting addressed. Then the cocky son of a bitch that he is, not even caring that Goku and Vegeta are there. He turns his back on them and he's just, oh, let's just wait for the Universal Tree to complete. It's not going to be too long. Out of nowhere, Goku pulls out a Batara earring. Now he does state that he got that from Salsa, which kind of, and this goes back to my point: where does Towa lie in her allegiance? Well, if it kind of narrows down the possibilities that where Salsa got that, I'm gonna, because it's the Time Patrol and they know about them, I'm gonna assume it has something to do with the Supreme Kai of Time because she was introduced very early on in this arc. In fact, the very first episode. So it would make total sense why they'd have an earring by the Supreme Kai of Time. What doesn't make sense is why they're aligned the Time Patrol, or at least helping them out to some extent. So there's some parts of the manga and the Return of the Demon Realm arc that I need to read in the manga because there's something going on here. Like I'm not certain of. There's definitely something up with Towa, which brings again, if that earring is from the Supreme Kai of Time, and Towa's also playing a role with alongside Poutine and Salsa because she definitely knows them. I think it's confirmed now. Brings a few things to light. Like, are they trying to stop Few from the inside out? Is that what's happening here? I don't know, but I do find it very intriguing. But Goku and Vegeta, obviously the typical banter. Like, I don't want to fuse, but let's do it anyway. So they use the Pataras to fuse into Vegito. It's cool. And the difference here is that they're actually the original color palette, the original gi with the blue and orange, and instead of what we got before with the black and orange, which was cool, but it's kind of cool to see Vegeta back in his original outfit. And I do admit it's kind of a bit overkill, but I think it's been confirmed those in charge of Super Dragon Ball Heroes have a fetish with the fusion, and he's back in his original attire. He goes in, and Few tries to shoot him with the energy blast with I guess the Kumba's aura. Doesn't do anything because he got the barrier up, so like a boss. So that's cool. It's cool. He's introducing that again. It blocks it from being possessed, from being berserk. So that's interesting. Then he powers up to Super Saiyan Blue to end the episode, and we got Feud looking cocky. Again, he did take on Goku and Vegeta by himself. He's not powered up into Super Feud yet, so this is going to be very interesting. Again, it feels like a finale to the arc, the final fight of the arc, even though it's technically not, because there's other characters that got separated and there's guaranteed to be other fights because there's other characters, there's other villains such as Cooler and Super 17, which I haven't watched the trailer. I know there's one released, and I have no intention of watching the trailer, but I've heard rumblings there's going to be a few characters brought back. One of them is Gohan, the other is Super Android 17 from Dragon Ball Super. The reason is because you have Super 17 apparently going to play a role soon. There's a possibility of having Bojack versus Gohan in this arc, which is something I have pushed for at the beginning of this arc. So it would make perfect sense. We'll have to wait and see. Again, I haven't seen the trailer, but I have heard that rumblings. I hope it's true because it gives more variety. It gives more of a chance for other characters to get some spotlight. I said it before, and I'll say it again. This has definitely been the best arc, but hands down that we've gotten so far. And we also have Heart, so I don't want them to introduce anybody else. You either reintroduce other characters or use the players you've got and then have other characters show up. Because they've already foreshadowed a Kumba return, but they don't need to do that in this arc. Like this could come down the road or later on in the arc, but it doesn't have to happen now. You got other characters that can play, that should play a role. So I hope that's what happens. I hope we do. Again, not a big fan of Super 17 from GT, but it's cool. He's going to get a fight, possibly with Trunks. That would make the most sense. If that's true, we'll have to wait and see. All in all, it was an okay episode, especially with the plot twist involved. I'm more intrigued about where this goes with the group from the Demon Realm now, because it looks like they're secretly go behind Fuse back. So I can't wait to see where that leads. We've got Vegito versus View next. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like the review if you did. I appreciate that. It helps out the channel greatly. Subscribe, channel for more Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Place your comments down below. Talk to you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.